Hey guys, Dave from Game Happiness here. I'm going to be doing my David Centi Superstar. And I'm hoping to get some more episodes in. I haven't been able to lately because the fact that I can only play video games on the weekends now. And my aunt just had her premature baby, 4 months, because they had to do emergency C-section. So, yep. Alright, so here I go. My stats so far: 29 rushes for 134 yards, 4.6 a carry, and 44.6 a game. So I'm about to go into my 4th game against Arizona, and my team's 3-0 right now. And I found a new rig for my camera, but at the end of the video I'm going to have to, pick up the camera and everything to turn the video off. I stacked my games up like usual, but then I moved the top 2 back a little bit so my phone had something to lean on. And then I put my phone leaning on it. I put a piece of tape so it wouldn't fall, because it was falling without the tape. And, the button to stop recording and start recording is half and half. So, half of it I can't reach and half of it I can reach, but I can't get my finger in. That's what she said. And I can't turn it off unless I, pick it up and everything. That's what she said, too. I don't know. Okay, so here we go. It's 99 degrees in Arizona. So it's pretty hot. So here's the coin toss. I'm going to choose heads. And I won! The only reason I picked heads is because Chris Ponder, I was recording an episode, and I picked tails, and then it was heads. The video got interrupted, so I couldn't finish it. So I decided, you know what, screw Chris Ponder, I'm going to David Centi episode. Hoping to get traded soon. It depends how they do this year. How my team does this year. I might want to get traded. So Tim Tebow is doing work on the team already. Because Tim Tebow is just amazing. And he wants me to run it. Yay! Here we go. And I get stopped 1 yard short, guys. 1 yard. And they want me to run it again. They still have faith. They're so stupid. Nah. I'm gonna get this one. I'm gonna cut it. No, I didn't get it. Alright, that I cut in when I should have stayed out. So, yeah. Didn't get anything going there, but they didn't get anything going either. And they're gonna kick it to us. We're gonna get it at the 49. And, yep, here we go. Hammer time. And Tim Tebow throws an interception. That was not my fault at all. That was definitely not my fault. So he throws a pick 6. And now we're behind 7-0. And he decides to run it for 8 yards. And in a real game, Tim Tebow would have juked him out and ran it for about 50 more yards. But it's a video game, so it won't happen. So here I go. I'm just a scapegoat here. And I get a good block in. And my guy's able to get 8 yards in there after I threw a nice little block for him. And there's Decker, but that time he missed it, so he should stick to running the ball, because he just did run it for 8. So here we go. Let's go, Tebow. Hike the ball. The clock is not running. And you are not Peyton Manning, who waits for 1 second for the clock and then calls an audible. And that time it was me. I didn't stop running. I should have, but I didn't. And that's a turnover. Well, not a turnover. They're putting the third down back in, who I have no idea who that is. So here we go, we're back against our end zone, so I'm not sure why we're passing the ball, because that gives them a chance to get a safety. But they didn't. We got like a 5-yard completion, and we did get a 5-yard completion. So I was right there. So I'm not getting a lot of action this game. I think it's because I couldn't complete on 3rd and 1. I think that might be the reason. I have no idea. Pretty sure it is. But he couldn't complete on 2nd and 5. He dropped the pass. So if he keeps getting the ball, I'm going to be so mad. Alright, so we got it on 3rd down. Probably the back just ran it. Who knows? So here we go. I'm going for a little pass route, which I would throw to it. If I was a quarterback, I'd probably throw it to me because I like running this route. Centi decides to choke the ball for about a minute and waste time off the clock. And he decides to throw to me on the sideline. I pick up a big chunk of yardage. And I pick up a 1st down. So, you know you can throw it to me now, Tebow. As long as you don't throw a freaking pick, then we're good. He throws it deep to the guy there, and he gets knocked out. So, they called it out of bounds. I don't know if it was, but who knows? So here we go. I'm going for a screen route. I'm not getting much runs this game. I think the point of this game was to try to get the passing game established because I was doing good before. And that time, the receiver just didn't want to catch it, I guess. Because I kept pressing triangle and it wouldn't go up for the ball. I don't know, but it cost us down. So here we go. I'm going to run it here. Well, I'm not going to run it. I was going to run. I meant to say. I was going to run to the side and not get the pass, which I meant to say. But I didn't say that, so. And now they're finally decided to run it with me again. I'm hoping this time there's a little better outcome than -1 yard rush with 3rd and 1. Hoping. 2nd and 10, let's see if I do anything good. So not really, 1 yard. So yeah, I would take me out too and put the 3rd down running back in. And here we go. We didn't convert, and it's still 7-0 with 2:53. So I'm probably gonna either scapegoat or get a pass because I am not expecting to run it with 2:53 unless we're about to hit the 2-minute warning. So we're going to go in motion. He's going to fake the handoff to me. And I knew it. I was a scapegoat in that whole plan. And we picked up 9 yards with Thomas there. So it wasn't a complete loss for me. I ended up being a scapegoat, and we got big yardage off of it. And that time Decker was a nice little catch in the middle for about 10 yards, somewhere around there. And I knew it, they were going to run it, but time ran out, and it hit the 2-minute warning. Now I'm not going to get the ball the rest of the game unless it's passed. So, yep. Or if it's 3rd and 1 on the 1 yard line, then maybe I might get it. But I don't know. 1st and 1, because they're not going to give it to me on 3rd after what happened in this game already. But Royal with a nice catch over the middle. Great pass by Tim Tebow. Split the defenders. And that's a big gain right there. And I'm running a route I usually like to throw to when I play. So I don't know if Tim Tebow thinks the same way as me. Probably not, because he's running it. But I went to go block that one guy, and it wouldn't block. It just tapped his shoulder, and I kept running. But who knows? I think you're not allowed to have a user pass interference, because I think that might have been one. And I tried chop blocking a guy there, but Centi went down right before I hit him, and I got past him anyway and fell. So, yeah. And I'm a little scapegoat in this whole plan. I'm going to try to get a good block up the middle for Tim. And I did. I just pushed the guy because I wasn't a scapegoat apparently, and there was a chance of him passing to me. So as I said, they are going to pass it because they can't really trust me in the red zone right now, considering I couldn't get 1 yard. And we get a touchdown out of it, so I'm not going to complain. I made a mistake, and I paid for it. So here comes OT, people. I'm still not expecting anything because it's overtime, and I think we want to win this game. So Fells with a nice catching freaking right there. And I do get the ball. 2nd and 3, guys. I feel special. And, oh, I'm going to break it out for a big run. Yeah, let's go. Big run. 4 rushes for 34. That was about a 30-yard rush, so let's go. If I was Tim, I'd flip the play right now, and he did. Good boy, Tim Tebow. As you guys could see, I have a pretty decent QBI. And that time, there was nowhere to go. If I tried breaking it out, there was a guy ready to tackle me. If I tried going in, there was a guy ready to tackle me. But the team just wants me to run it, and when it gets to 4th, they're going to kick it for a field goal. But if they're not going to block, then we're going to get brought back to about the 50, so I don't know. So we end up kicking that field goal, and we win, guys. Yay! See how many skill points I get. Probably not a lot, because that wasn't a great performance by me. So here we go. 107. 27 for completing passes, 17 for call for a short gain, -4 for dropping a pass, 20 for a touchdown, 17 for something, I don't know, it clicked by accident. So whoever wants this red controller used by Dave from Game Epicness, subscribe to my channel, tell me how much you'll pay for it. I'm not going to sell it for a high price considering it's used, but it's in great condition. But I'm still not going to sell it for that high of a price. It is in great condition. So, this was Dave from Game Epicness, guys, and here are my stats before I end the episode. 35 rushes for 168, 4.8 yards a carry, and 42 yards a game. So, those are some pretty good stats in my eyes, I think, considering that I'm only a 1st and 2nd down running back, and that's where we have 1 yard to go. So, this is Dave from Game Epicness, guys, and bye. As you can see, I have to do this. So, this is Dave from Game Epicness saying bye. Bye. Click. Bye.